Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. This is a message on behalf of DiEM25, the pan-European movement that came together in Berlin quite a few years ago, when it was still possible to dream of reversing the degeneration of the European Union into an austerity union that drags the peoples of Europe down the quagmire of naked exploitation of people and nature, rampant inequality, technological regression, xenophobia, and war. Back then, as DiEM25 was coming together toward, it was the end of 2015, we said that Europe had at most a decade during which to put its act together. That's why we added 25 to our name, DiEM25. And we said that either Europe would democratize by 2025 or it would disintegrate. It didn't democratize, so now it is disintegrating. As we farewell 2024 and prepare ourselves for this pivotal year 2025, which we always thought of as a year during which either Europe would revive itself or enter a long secular slump. We now reflect on how Europe's ruling classes have abused, diminished, exploited, and depressed Europe. 15 years of austerity for the many and free money for the few have led to Northern Europe's deindustrialization as well as Southern Europe's desertification. Europe, as a result, missed a whole technological revolution and is now in irreversible decline. Technologically, politically, financially, morally. Is it any wonder that Europe plays precisely no role in ending the cruel Ukraine war? Is it any wonder that Europe is either supporting or just putting up with Israel's war crimes and genocidal drive in Gaza and the rest of the Palestinian occupied territories, as if these were an act of God? In this postmodern version of Europe's 1930s, the radical center has become sensationally unpopular, from Emmanuel Macron to the German Greens to the SPD. Brussels is seen as the capital city where decency and democracy go to die. The capital city where unchecked, undemocratic power goes hand in hand with criminal irresponsibility. Every policy announcement by the European Union leadership is just another dance with failure. You can see it on their faces. Even they don't believe what they're saying. With Europe's industry in the process of liquidation, the Green Deal a thing of the past, Mario Draghi's report already in the dustbin, the only thing that they are waxing lyrical about is spending zillions that they don't have, actually, on weaponry, on iron domes, on drones, and of course on AI-equipped killing machines, unencumbered by the chains of their pretend European humanism. They have now embraced their own failure. They own the essential futility of their existence. They collect their salaries and look forward to the directorships they will be offered once they retire from their EU posts. Ultimately, they no longer care that they are frauds and that Europeans can see it. In this postmodern version of Europe's 1930s, as in the original 1930s, only the xenophobes and the thinly disguised fascists flourish. As in the original 1930s, the clueless centrists are paving the ground for them. The European Union's leaders' last resort is to try to win over the strident xenophobic right while shoring up the crumbling center. Alas, as in the original 1930s, the strident xenophobic right will devour them. Why don't they ask the ghost of the spirit of Hindenburg if they remember who that gentleman was? Luck will not help Europe now. No wind is favorable to a continent that lacks direction. To make our own luck, Europeans need a transnational movement that links local movements together into a pan-European force that halts this slide into a new version of the 1930s. This movement already exists. This movement is already here. It is DiEM25. In 2025, DiEM25 will roll out our renewed agenda for a Europe that promotes peace around the world, comes down hard on human rights abuses everywhere, introduces a basic income for Europeans, ends humanity's dependence on a fossil fuel industry that is determined, committed to wrecking what is left of our planet, and last but certainly not least, a transnational pan-European movement that projects a vision of the economic democracy without which no progressive agenda can flourish. Join us to make 2025 a hopeful year. Carpe diem.